Okay, everyone, back to see if I can finish off this here bike. In this box, I have a complete wiring harness. Clearly, that one wasn't any good. So, there's going to be a little bit of a unboxing, and let's see if we can get this thing to work. At least turn over. That's what I'm trying to see right now. Trying to get it turned over. So, let's see. Oh, the work tape. Okay. So, there we go. That is a complete wiring harness. All right, let's go ahead. Oh yeah, don't forget those. Let's go ahead and bring this over here. I have a table set up for this. So, first thing I'm gonna do, and show you guys how I have this set up, and how I'm gonna work on this. So, basically, this one wire right here, this is hooked up where the, let's see, there we go. Where this little guy here would go. So I got it basically grounded out right there. And the wire comes down right here. And also, I have this one here hooked up. And I have this clamp. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clamp basically this wire here to this one here. And as you see, it already has a fuse on it, so I probably maybe go back a little bit further over here. I don't know. But I'm not going to worry about that really right now. But this here will clamp to that. All right, I don't want to splice any wires. I don't want to change anything. I'm just going to clamp stuff together, and just get it going. So, have the battery lead here. The ground lead is connected here. And let me show you what else I'm also doing real quick. So I have this guy right here, and let me set this down so I can show you guys exactly what I'm going to do. Try to get it set up in a way where y'all can see it. All right, so I'm gonna make sure that it's got ground. So I have it on auto. So what I'm gonna do, take this one here. When I touch these together, it'll make a noise, all right? I don't know if you guys could hear that or not. So I am going to put this one right here, and then the other one, let me rotate the camera up again, right onto here. So that one's on there, and then bring this one hear that? All right, let me bring this down so you guys can see. I'm going to do that one more time. So when it gets a connection, it makes that noise and it zeroes out. So clearly the ground is going all the way through from right here where the ground wire is hooked up, that lead wire, all the way to here, there we go, to here, all right? And I do have the valve cover off. I'm painting it, just in case anybody is curious. There it is there. Ooh, that is turning out pretty. Anyhow, back to what I was doing here. So, go ahead, turn this off. And there we go. And what we're going to do here is, let me extend this tripod a bit. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get everything hooked up. Let me get this out of the way first. And then we'll work on getting it all hooked up and see if, in fact, this here will work, if it solves the problem. If anyone sees anything that I'm doing that's incorrect, don't be afraid to point it out. Okay, so this here is for the motor right here. So let's go ahead and get that one set up first. Got that clipped into place. And there's that. Okay, that one's clipped into place. All right, next, let's see, let's go with this wire here. Let me bring this over a little. Let's go with this one. Now, let's see. Probably should do this one, you know, probably next to last, because I still have a whole nother one that I have to mess with, this one here. Now this one goes, yeah, to this one here. Now, let's see if these are loose. Nope, they're not loose. Of course they're not loose. Why would they be loose? Let me grab a little wrench. I believe I have it over here somewhere on this side. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Let's see. Wrench. So, got this one. You know what? I got a better idea. This way you guys can see me and you guys can see a little bit better maybe on what I'm doing here. I got another tripod set up here specifically for this, and a hell of a lot easier because that little workspace right there is way too close. So this one here actually is much better. And you guys can probably see me a little bit better too. So, all right, where was I? Oh yeah. All right, so little wrench. All right, with this one here is positive lead goes here, and then this one here, this here is for the starter. All right. So starter one goes here, positive goes there. And the way you can remember that is how this wire here goes. You know. So let's go ahead, get that hooked up. And I do not have the battery hooked up right now, so shouldn't have any mishaps or anything like that while I'm doing this. All right. So, put that one right here, and that right there, that goes here, and I'm not doing a time lapse on this. It shouldn't take very long to get this hooked up. Had problems with the other wiring harness. But this one here, I shouldn't have any problems with this. This one here is brand new. Everything here is brand new. The CDI, the voltage regulator, everything, all of it. Everything is all new. So shouldn't have any problems with it at all. So this one here goes to the starter. And let's put these washers back up on here. Now I'm also doing this video kind of to show, almost went off the edge, to show how this is done, but also so other people, you know, like, well, the people I got it from, this wiring harness, which is T-Bolt USA. So if anything doesn't work the way it's supposed to, they can also see how I got this hooked up. Now, if it works, yay. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be kind of disappointed. So anyhow, all right, so this one here is that ground wire that I was talking about, and I got some more clips right down here. I'm gonna see if I can, actually, I got that darn bolt for it. This will be much easier. Okay, hold on a second. Let me just go ahead and thread that through there. So instead of bolting this directly to the frame, I'm going to bolt it directly like this here. That way I don't have everything just hooked all up to the frame. Yeah, because, well, it's a little bit more difficult hooking everything up to the frame. All right, let me just give this a little snug, a little tightening. There we go. That's fairly decent. Oh yeah, and this here, this is part of a tube, and as you see, this here is it exposed. Nah, I don't like it being exposed. Oh, which also reminds me I need to flip this wire, turn it that way so it goes like that. Yeah, I don't like it being all exposed like that. Actually, this would, well, that'll be fine like that for now. That'll be fine. Let's see. Also want to make sure to keep this away from that right there, because that is exposed. So I don't want it near that. So what I'm also going to do here is I'm going to open up the case here, and I have a fuse there, but there's also another fuse in this one as well. So I'm going to go ahead and open up that one so I can see the fuse. Oh wow, yeah, see how that's not even in place? It's not even on there. The whole wire was shifted over. That would have caused a problem for sure right there all by itself. So I need to pull that. And these don't want that rolling off. That's glass. All right, so these wires, they sit in here. They have their own little place where they kind of sit in there. And if they're not sit in there properly, it won't get a proper connection, well, usually. All right, so now I need to put this, see if I can get that connected up on there. That looks like it's kind of, yeah, sorta. All right, let me, yeah, I thought that would happen. Yeah, disconnected again. So I know there's better ways of doing this. I know, but you know, this is the way I'm doing this for right now. Let me see if I have. Well, usually I have my knife on me, but I'm wearing sweatpants right now. They don't require a belt because they have their own belt, you know, so just need to pull this housing back a bit more to be able to grab a hold of it. I just have a bead of solder on it, you know, to keep it from fraying. And there goes that. Go figure. All right, well, as long as nothing's touching, and nothing actually is, so that's good. All right. So what I'm trying to do is when I hit the start button, trying to get it to where it will turn over. Not actually start, because, you know, I don't want it to start yet. There. Let me see. Okay, so I'm going to look at these fuses. If you see a light on either of these, that means that the fuse has blown and something is not connected correctly. Let me make sure that these are off. Turn that one off. Let's see. Okay, yep, that one's off. Okay, let's go ahead and see what happens when I connect it. Okay. Good. Next, all right, no fuses blown, so we're good there. Next, same thing, I need to keep an eye on these when I turn stuff on. So there's that one. And there's that one. Start button, moment of truth. We're good. We're good. We're good. We are good. All right. So, finally. All right. Now, what I'm going to do, now that it moves, it turns over, I'm going to cut real quick. I'm going to bring you guys right back once I get more of the harness in place and where it's supposed to go. Let me get you guys out of this tripod here real quick. So I have to lift up the gas tank because those wires, boy, it's kind of difficult to show you guys. See that bar? This one here? All right, the wiring harness attaches to that bar. Zip ties, basically, it's how they had it. So I have to lift this up, hold it up, and then zip tie everything on there and run it to the back over here. I did reposition a few things, like this mount here. Originally went, there. Originally went there. I did make a battery holder, as you guys can see there. Made a battery holder for it. So anyhow, yeah, it's going to be interesting getting this all together. And I will get the valve cover back on. That one there's, it's almost done drying. I did use a color shift paint on it. Ooh, boy, oh boy, does that look. Whew, that is pretty. Look at that. Anyhow, matches the swing arm and also matches, well, it's kind of hard to see, but matches the foot peg mount here. Yeah, went and painted that because, well, I had to strip it down, you know, when I modified it and welded it all up. So I needed to get it painted, and I figured what a better paint to use than what I used on here. Now this here is dusty right now, and I need to wipe it down. So anyhow, yeah, I will bring you guys back as soon as I get a little bit more of this done. And yeah, I already got you guys into this video 20 minutes. So thanks for watching, guys. I will be back very shortly. And bam, and we're back. So the bike is all put together. It is working. Well, I mean, it turns over. It took a while to get all the wiring put back, you know, tucked up underneath there, and all the plastics put back, and what bolt goes where. I mean, it's been darn near a month, you know, so I got it pretty much all done, except for the skid plate. I'll be working on that later. I'm not too worried about that. So let me go ahead and just crank it over so you guys will know. So it does turn over. So I'm good with that for now. Good with that for now. I also went through and cleaned up my mess. The whole place was a disaster. But it's good now. It's good. Let's see, things that I still have to do. Let's see, the skid plate, which is here. I do have the sheet of aluminum, which is in that pink wrapper. So I'll get to that soon enough. So there we go. Finally got it done. Now this thing should have been working right out of the box, but nope. About a month later, finally got it turned over. Of course, it cost me quite a bit of money to get it to do this, but nonetheless, it's done now. So I'm happy. So let me take this off the tripod. So there we go, guys. The Tao DB-X1 used to be a 140, now a 190 5-speed with what is it's late, guys, forgive me. It's really late. 4-valve. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. 4-valve. So yeah, got that done. Oh, and the carburetor here. The carburetor I think is good. I need to straighten it out a bit. But the air filter is hitting up against the exhaust. I found another one, Nibby air filter that's more cone shaped and has a much more aggressive bend to it. So I think I'll probably end up getting one of those, because yeah, I think the exhaust will probably melt that. So I'll be getting one of those eventually. And this wire here, I'm going to cover that. That's not a problem. I'll just, you know, get a little something to cover that up, you know, because yeah, it's a little exposed there. So that shouldn't be a problem. So there we go, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll be talking to you guys soon.